Miles, Haley. This is Albert.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Oh, and this is my daughter, Cindy.
I mean, just imagine people are controlled by Mr. Negative. Now they're being controlled by Venom. Like, once you wake up from that, then you're like, alright, I'm getting the hell out of here. Why the hell would I want to stay in this town? So, does that mean Harry is gonna be Green Goblin? Because we've seen multiple times that Norman's been wearing green. But right there it seemed like they're gonna like give Harry a serum that's gonna make him feel better, but at the same time he's gonna be angry or something and Green Goblin. But I feel like it would make more sense if Norman was Green Goblin. Like let's say at the beginning of Spider-Man 3, Harry ends up dying
In this ongoing series, I will be talking with people throughout
because of the G serum.
exploring our new behaviors, new routines.
Then Norm's gonna get
new
pissed,
thoughts and feelings.
gonna put on a suit, go crazy,
Join me on this journey.
gonna
This
blame
is
Spider-Man.
Watson.
And that's another thing, is Spider-Man's not gonna be here. It's gonna be Miles and Silk.
In a minute, I want to show you something.
So towards the end, Peter will probably come back to fight Norman. Or to help fight Norman, at least. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but it seems like that would make sense. Again, he has green tie, green shirt.
What do you want?
The Spider-Man. You know who they are, don't you?
Why?
They ruined my son.
Good. We all have to experience loss. Even you, Norman.
Does that mean Doc Ock is gonna come out?
What are you writing?
That would be sick. Fighting Doc Ock and Green Goblin. Dun, 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 dun. Or wait, Silk, right? Or am I confusing that with another person?
Avid motorcyclist. Please welcome
Oops.
Mary Jane Watson. Thanks, Danica. Please
Mm.
call me MJ. MJ it is.
But it's good. It's a good story.
I ate up your book
I
about
just-
Lucaria in a single sitting.
I always mention it. I feel like I mention it every stream.
So important. I
But the
personally
side content's
created
just,
more
like, not
words in the form of a new
completely
concept.
there.
Can you tell us more about it? Happy to.
For a rating, I'd probably give it... Oh, that's tough. I'd probably give it like an 8.8 or 8.9 out of 10. And the reason is because it kind of... Compared to the first game, or at least the first game, there didn't seem to be that many side content, at least within the districts. Like, there's a lot less story-wise. I kind of wish when Peter had the Venom symbiote, he killed Craven. What else? I think everything else is pretty good. I just feel like there's not that much side content, especially within the districts. I felt like I completed them pretty quickly. Oh, the character models. Character models seemed like all their heads seemed like they were like squished. Like they just grabbed the top and the bottom and just squished them down and made it a lot wider. I don't know why, but that's what it looked like they did. Especially J. Jonah Jameson. When you look at his head, it just looks so weird. Oh, that's another thing too, is I just thought about the other villains. It was just like, it was such a shock to see Craven actually killing him. Because now it's like if they do a third one, we're gonna get like a whole new set of villains. Like they just like wiped everyone out. Well, besides some like Taskmaster, we didn't see him come back. Or like Black Cat. Black Cat could come back as well. Man, it sucks we didn't, or at least they haven't said anything about DLC. Oh, Sandman too. Sandman was like barely in it. Kind of the same with Lizard. Like they were already well known within the universe, like to be alive from the first game and the Miles Morales one, I believe. But it's like we barely saw him in this, and it seemed like it was going to be more focused around Lizard. But it just kind of happened really fast. Like, we found Lizard, we solved his problem pretty quickly, and then that was it. Chameleon? Kind of want to see Chameleon in the third one. Like, we actually fight Chameleon.
The final chapter.
Wow. That was actually pretty good. Some other expectations. I know there's no confirmed DLC yet, but if they had DLC, they could do the same thing they did with the first game, where it's kind of like there's Peter and he was the Spider-Man, but Miles kept calling and being like, hey, like, when am I going to do my training? They could do the same thing like that with this next one, but have it be like Miles and Silk. Like Silk somehow finds out he's Spider-Man in the game, and then the rest of the game he's like, or Silk is technically like, hey, like, are you gonna train me, this, that, blah, blah, blah. It's hard to say, but if they had something kind of like that where the DLC kind of leads to Silk being a character, and then a second game or a follow-up game where you get to play as Silk and see like their villains specific to them, which also will introduce some villains that will be able to play against in Spider-Man 3. And then at the same time, it's also introducing playable characters, new abilities, new villains, a bigger map maybe, or different parts of the web map. Different parts of the map we may not have seen. For the third game, they could basically do the same. Have them both fighting back to back, but then once you have to fight like Green Goblin and Doc Ock, then it's like you call Spider-Man and then he comes in, and then you can fight as all three Spider people. Like, that would be pretty sick. But yeah, overall 9 out of 10. Need more content.